Datta Sri Guru Datta Jai Guru 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 Datta Sri Guru Datta.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Guru Datta and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your hosts Rishi Nirvan Barup
and Ravita Singh. Jai Guru Datta, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Dr. Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. Today's program begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude, and this invocation prayer at the sacred feet of beloved Sadgurudeva Pujya Shri Swamiji, as this program, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him. Please join His second-in-command, Pujya Shri 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 Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji now in worship.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gururdevo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Bhuyuta Shri Hari Chinnhitabhyam Agastya Rekhadi Bhiranchitabhyam Nigodha Bijakshara Mudritabhyam Namo Namah Sadguru Padukabhyam. गणपति गुरुमेकं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं विबुधनिवहसेव्यं योगमार्गाधिरूढं शरणमुपगतानामार्तिसङ्घाद्रिवज्रं मम हृदयनिवासं भक्तिनम्रो नमामि Bhaktinamro Namami.
Once again everyone, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to this morning's episode of Datta Arpanam. Today's program is being brought to you through the kind courtesy of Ramlal Educational Institute of number 12 Exchange Lots Couva, Valini's Drug Mart Limited of 58-60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Debe Supermart Limited of 182 SS Erin Road, Debe, and Koke Supermart Limited of 14 Naparima Miaro Road, San Fernando.
On last week's episode of Datta Arpanam, you heard that the expert astrologer and devotee of Shirdi Sai Baba, Venkata Ramaya, had, back in 1976, an opportunity to write a report on the horoscope of Ganpati Swamiji or Pujya Appaji. That horoscope not only sealed in the astrologer's mind that Pujya Appaji was the avatara of Lord Dattatreya, but it also revealed some characteristics which devotees have repeatedly seen in Pujya Appaji over the years.
Characteristics like Sri Swamiji's compassion for the less fortunate, his ability to lead, his patience, and his expertise in music were all highlighted in that report on his horoscope.
Today we will hear what else Venkataramaya discovered when looking at Appaji's horoscope. But first, please open the Bhajanmala app or visit the website www.bhajanmala.com, enter Bhajan ID number 38 and join in worshipping Lord Ganapati, who, as the Pallavi or chorus of the Bhajan teaches us, bestows prosperity, destroys obstacles, and removes difficulties and dangers.
जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी शंभो नंदन कल्याणकारी शंभो नंदन कल्याणकारी गौरीश नंदन जनहितकारी गौरीश नंदन जनहितकारी जनहितकारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी शरणतिकारी आए हैं हम शरणतिकारी जय आदिनायक मूलाधारी जय आदिनायक मूलाधारी मूलाधारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी विनाशक संकटहारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी है मति संचारी सिद्धि बुद्धि है मति संचारी सच्चिदानंद महाउपकारी सच्चिदानंद महाउपकारी Ganapati Mangalakari. Jai Jai Ganapati Mangalakari. Vighna Vinajaka Sankatahari. Vighna Vinajaka Sankatahari. Jai Jai Ganapati Mangalakari. 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 Mangalakari.
Just like a mother will look at a cooking show and make different dishes with different tastes which appeal to different members of the family, so too Ganapati Swamiji uses different ragams, different styles, and different languages even to sing many bhajans which sound different to each other and may have different appeals to different people.
But just like that mother's new recipe and old recipe equally accomplish the mission of filling the bellies of her family members, so too all the bhajans composed by Pujya Appaji have the same end result. The bhajans may sound different and may have different appeals to different persons, but they all deliver us to the same destination, and that destination is Parabrahman, the Supreme Lord.
You were just listening to Sri Swamiji here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to today's offering, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Swamiji, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Today, continuing from where we left off last week, the study of Pujya Appaji's horoscope, as told by expert astrologer Venkataramaya, resumes.
When reporting on Appaji's horoscope, Venkataramaya commented that Moon is in the 5th position or Panchama, in Virgo or Kanya, and is watching Venus or Shukra.
Virgo is the Adi Shakti for this constellation. This is the power base for 6 Shaktis: Para Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Kundalini Shakti, and Mantra Shakti. Because of this, to Pujya Appaji, both his mother and the Universal Mother are equally worthy of worship.
But this is not the only thing that Pujya Appaji's horoscope teaches us about his relationship to Mother Goddess. In fact, his horoscope showed that he would achieve unity with the Adi Shakti or the Supreme Mother.
And listeners, for anyone who has ever observed Pujya Appaji during the grand Navaratri festivities which take place every year, this union between Appaji and the Supreme Mother that is mentioned in his horoscope, that union is surprisingly easy to believe. And the word surprisingly was used there only because associating someone who has assumed a male mortal form with being one with the female aspect of the Supreme Divinity may sound difficult. But like many aspects of Pujya Appaji, to understand and believe him, one must experience him.
And even if you've never had the opportunity to observe Appaji firsthand during Navaratri festivities, if we simply look at the vast array of Devi bhajans he has composed and pay attention to how the world around him and around us seems to vanish when Appaji sings the praises of Mother Goddess, we get just a glimpse into the oneness which exists between him and the Supreme Mother.
Feel that oneness with Appaji and therefore with Mother Goddess now as you join in singing this beautiful Devi bhajan composed by Pujya Appaji. You can find the words or the lyrics to the bhajan by entering bhajan ID number 655 on the Bhajan Mala app or website.
प्रसरति चित्ते परशिवदयिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता 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 प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता। रविरुचिरा शशिविशदा नाकनदीवर जलविमला रविरुचिरा शशिविशदा नाकनदीवर जलविमला तापसविनुता तापकर घन तामसहरण तत्त्वमयी तापसविनुता तापकर घन तामसहरण तत्त्वमयी प्रसरति चित्ते परशिवदयिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता प्रसरति चित्ते परशिवदयिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता। रिपुषमणि मदगमनि सज्जन सम्मत जन जननी रिपुषमणि मदगमनि सज्जन सम्मत जन जननी पावन चरणा पापकरा परिपावित विनता भाविनुता पावन चरणा पापकरा परिपावित विनता भाविनुता प्रसरति चित्ते परशिवदयिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता प्रसरति चित्ते परशिवदयिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता। अमृतकला हृदि सरला वाकिल तद्विनुतिषु विरला अमृतकला हृदि सरला वाकिल तद्विनुतिषु विरला पालित विबुधा दिव्यकथा मुनिभावित सचिदा नन्दसुधा पालित विबुधा दिव्यकथा मुनिभावित सचिदा नन्दसुधा प्रसरति चित्ते परशिवदयिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता प्रसरति चित्ते परशिवदयिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता प्रभाशुभा श्रीविदिता।
Listeners, the sun and moon may remove external darkness, but the bhajans of Guru Like Guru himself, like Mother Goddess herself, the bhajans of Guru, bhajans like that Devi bhajan you just heard, they remove the inner darkness known as ignorance. And when that darkness is no more, that is when we come to properly see and know the true self or the Parabrahman within us all. What a treasure of a bhajan that was.
You were just listening to Ganapati Swamiji render one of his Devi Bhajan compositions here on Datta Arpanam. Today, through recalling the horoscope of Sri Swamiji or Pujya Appaji, we were reminded that his horoscope foretold that he would achieve union with the Supreme Mother. Now, let us hear what else astrologer Venkataramaya discovered when he studied Appaji's horoscope. And let us start by looking at what he had to say about the second or Dvitiya position.
In Gemini or Mithuna are Mars, Mercury, and Jupiter, also known as Kuja, Buddha, and Guru respectively. They are looking at the 8th position or Ashtama. And the significance of this is it implies that Appaji possesses expertise in many specialities. Yet another point to which we can all attest. We already heard last week about his expertise in music, and we have already gotten glimpses of that today by listening to his bhajan compositions. But he is also an expert healer, incorporating his Nada Chikitsa or music for meditation and healing, as well as his knowledge of Ayurveda, which was imparted to him directly by Agastya Muni. He is an expert organizer and leader, overseeing ashramas across the globe. He is a yoga expert, and the list goes on and on. Actually, the 8th position, the position about which we have just been speaking, is considered by expert astrologers to be the center for one's lifespan. Venkataramaya believed that Ashtama is also the center for many secret powers. It is one of the 3 centers for moksha.
Ganapati Swamiji's horoscope also showed that Mars, who is wedded to glory and is also the head of the section for expenditure, has joined Jupiter, the head of the 8th position or Ashtama, and it occupies the spot in relation to family life. For this reason, Ganapati Swamiji cannot have his own family. This situation is further reinforced by Venus being in the 11th position of Ekadasha.
Ravi and Saturn are watching Mars, and this signifies that Pujya Appaji has no opportunity to enjoy married life. The 1st, 5th, and the 9th or Pratama, Panchama, and Navama positions and their respective heads demonstrate that he has a strong tendency to remain celibate.
Jupiter and Mars stay together in the 2nd position or Dvitiya. Jupiter in this position is looking at Ketu in Aquarius, or Kumbha, which is in the 10th position or Dashama. This signifies that, as he is well known for doing, Appaji is destined to travel all over the world. Through this, he spreads the message of spiritual knowledge. Actually, before his mother and first guru, Mata Jayalakshmi, left the mortal coil, one of the instructions she gave to Sri Swamiji was that he should simplify his knowledge and spread it to the masses. What a debt of gratitude we owe that divine mother and her son, the present-day Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya, Parama Puja Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
So many people think that Bhagavad Gita is such a difficult text, that it is something which only scholars can study. Yet Pujya Appaji, through his expert leadership, encouragement, and ability to deliver complex lessons in simple language, has worldwide fostered a love for Bhagavad Gita. In Mexico, Trinidad, India, Netherlands, Germany, Malaysia, Australia, India, USA, UK, and so many other places, Appaji has inspired so many to not only study Bhagavad Gita, but also memorize it. That in itself is an indication of his greatness.
And before we move on, if you are interested in learning to chant Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the next batch 11, will most likely be starting sometime this summer. So be sure to monitor the Datta Arpanam Facebook page and listen to Datta Arpanam for updates on when the start date for the next batch will be and how you go about registering.
In the meantime, with hearts filled with love and gratitude, let us offer this bhajan to the one who works tirelessly to bring us spiritual knowledge in an easy-to-digest manner. Let us offer to Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, the Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya, this invigorating Lord Dattatreya bhajan. Please open the Bhajan Mala app or website to bhajan ID number 130 and join in this offering.
தத்தா தத்தா சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். தத்தா சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். தத்தா 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 தத்தா சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். முந்தைய சிந்தனை மறந்திடுவோம், நாளைய எண்ணத்தை விட்டுடுவோம். முந்தைய சிந்தனை மறந்திடுவோம், நாளைய எண்ணத்தை விட்டுடுவோம். தப்பும் தவறும் களைந்திடுவோம், புண்ணியம் பாவம் துருந்திடுவோம். தப்பும் தவறும் களைந்திடுவோம், புண்ணியம் பாவம் துருந்திடுவோம். முந்தைய சிந்தனை மறந்திடுவோம், நாளைய எண்ணத்தை விட்டுடுவோம். தப்பும் தவறும் களைந்திடுவோம், புண்ணியம் பாவம் துறந்திடுவோம். தத்தாதத்த 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 சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். தத்தாதத்த சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். பசியும் தாகமும் மறந்திடுவோம், ஆசைகளெல்லாம் விட்டுடுவோம். பசியும் தாகமும் மறந்திடுவோம், ஆசைகளெல்லாம் விட்டுடுவோம். தனது உனது தவிர்த்திடுவோம், மூவுலகம் நம் வீடெம்போம். தனது உனது தவிர்த்திடுவோம், மூவுலகம் நம் வீடெம்போம். பசியும் தாகமும் மறந்திடுவோம், ஆசைகளெல்லாம் விட்டுடுவோம். தனது உனது தவிர்த்திடுவோம், மூவுலகம் நம் வீடெம்போம். தத்தாதத்த 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 சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். தத்தாதத்த சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். கொளலும் யாழும் இசைத்திடுவோம், நாதம் மேளம் முழுங்கிடுவோம். கொளலும் யாழும் இசைத்திடுவோம், நாதம் மேளம் முழுங்கிடுவோம். கொளலும் யாழும் இசைத்திடுவோம், நாதம் மேளம் முழுங்கிடுவோம். தவிலிடமறுகள் ஒழித்திடுவோம், ததிகின தக்கத்துவம் ஆடிடுவோம். கொளலும் யாழும் இசைத்திடுவோம், நாதம் மேளம் முழுங்கிடுவோம். தவிலிடமறுகள் ஒழித்திடுவோம், ததிகின தக்கத்துவம் ஆடிடுவோம். தத்தாதத்த 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 சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். தத்தாதத்த சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். தத்தனின் அபயம் பெற்றிடுவோம், எல்லாருக்கும் அபயம் பெற்று கொடுப்போம். தத்தனின் அபயம் பெற்றிடுவோம், எல்லாருக்கும் அபயம் பெற்று கொடுப்போம். தத்தனு யார் என்று விவாதிப்போம், அவனே சச்சிதானந்தன் என்போம். தத்தனு யார் என்று விவாதிப்போம், அவனே சச்சிதானந்தன் என்போம். தத்தனின் அபயம் பெற்றிடுவோம், எல்லாருக்கும் அபயம் பெற்று கொடுப்போம். தத்தனு யார் என்று விவாதிப்போம், அவனே சச்சிதானந்தன் என்போம். தத்தாதத்த 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 சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். தத்தாதத்த சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். தத்தாதத்த சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். தத்தாதத்த சொல்லிடுவோம், ஆனந்தமாய் குதித்திடுவோம். தத்தாதத்த சொல்லிடுவோம்,
Tamil, the language in which that bhajan was sung, is just one of the many languages in which Pujya Appaji has composed bhajans.
And Kiravani, the raga to which the bhajan is set, is not only one of the over 250 ragams to which Pujya Appaji has set bhajans, but that specific raga, Kiravani raga, holds within it healing potential for the entire body.
How blessed we all are that Ganapati Swamiji has not only composed such musical masterpieces, but has also shared them with us. You are listening to Datta Arpanam, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Swamiji and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited and Kokie Supermart Limited. Thank you for sharing this devotional hour with us. A little while ago, you heard about the 8th position in Pujya Appaji's constellation as per his horoscope. Now let us move on to the 9th position.
The 9th position, or Navama, is the center of Dharma. Mars is looking at this position while the comet Ketu is in the position of Karma, with Saturn and Jupiter looking at it. This signifies that Ganapati Swamiji follows the path of Karma Sannyasa and is not bound by tradition. And for anyone who is not familiar with the term Karma Sannyasa, This means renunciation or giving up of all what are called fruitive actions. In other words, he carries out his duties, yes, but he holds on to no attachment to results or fruits of those actions. In other words, a karma sannyasa acts selflessly and never for his own benefit. And when we hear what is about to come, it makes it easier to understand how this selflessness comes so easily to Puja Appaji.
Rahu in the fourth or Chaturtha position strengthens Ganapati Swamiji's achievement in the spiritual field. According to Appaji's horoscope, between the periods of 1956 to 1974, so from his mid-teens to his early 30s, blessed by Rahu, he would have achieved total siddhi or obtained all spiritual powers.
Meanwhile, Pluto in the third position or Tritiya and Neptune in the fifth position or Panchama ensure that Appaji would be very intelligent, would have love towards all forms of life, and would achieve Yoga Shakti or the power of yoga. And all of these qualities are further strengthened based on other findings in his horoscope, which might get a little too technical for this morning's program.
On last week's episode of Datta Arpanam, you heard that Appaji's horoscope foretold that he would achieve Lakshmi Narayana Yoga. But Venkataramaya also noted that Appaji would achieve over a dozen more yogas. That is a very rare occurrence to find one single individual horoscope with so many yogas.
It is also rare for such a close association to be seen between Rashi Chakra and Bhava Chakra, as is found in Appaji's horoscope. The 4th, 8th, and 10th positions, or Chaturtha, Ashtama, and Dwadasha, form a triangle known as the Triangle of Moksha. Ruling over these three positions is Ketu. And again, this is something which is apparently extremely rare to see in someone's horoscope.
Listeners, for several special reasons which will be difficult for a lay person, including Rishi and me, to understand, the experts can boldly say that Parama Pujya Sri Swamiji is a combined avatara of Prakriti and Purusha and an avatara of Shiva Shakti. And not everyone might be familiar with the terms Prakriti and Purusha, so hopefully this brief explanation will help. Let us start with Purusha. Purusha is the one that resides within the body. It can carry two distinct meanings. So if we look at an individual, if we consider the soul which gives life to that individual's body, that jiva is one aspect which is considered to be Purusha.
But Purusha also refers to one who is complete in every way, signifying fullness or Purna. That Purusha or Supreme Consciousness or Paramatma pervades not just one body like the Jivatma does, but he pervades all of creation.
But you heard that Pujya Appaji is a combined avatara of Purusha and Prakriti. So who or what is Prakriti? Well, one way to look at it is, if Purusha is the soul or the witness, then Prakriti is that which is seen. It can be described as the Maya or the veil of illusion which obscures or prevents us from truly seeing what is real. When Prakriti engages with Purusha, this results in creation. Hopefully that helped you to get a better understanding of Prakriti and Purusha. But now, getting back to Appaji's horoscope. If Appaji is the combined avatara of Prakriti and Purusha, then from what we just heard, he is responsible for creation. And what does that tell us? Well, let us go back to how this story on Datta Arpanam all started last week. It started with Chitra Durga Swami telling Venkataramaya to study the horoscope of Datta well.
Listeners, if you have ever experienced Puja Appaji, then you will not need his horoscope to convince you that he is the Supreme Lord who is incarnated in human form. But for those of you who have not had that personal experience yet, then perhaps these findings of someone who is not only an expert astrologer, but also an expert astrologer who is not even a disciple of Sri Swamiji, perhaps these findings of his will help you to understand Appaji's true nature better.
Appaji is, simply put, Paramatman. Whether we call Paramatman by the name Ganapati Swamiji, Dattatreya, Rama, Krishna, Shiva, the name doesn't matter as much as the feeling which that name evokes in our hearts does. Get in touch with those feelings now as you join in worshipping Paramatma as Lord Rama. And as you join in singing this bhajan, feel your mind move away from this deha or this physical body and towards the one who dwells within this body, the eternal witness, the soul, the Purusha.
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
तन्माया रूपं गिलतु
तन्माया रूपं गिलतु
निर्मायं सद्रूपं धरतु
निर्मायं सद्रूपं धरतु
निरतिशयं मे मोक्षं भवतु
निरतिशयं मे मोक्षं भवतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
तन्माया रूपं गिलतु
तन्माया रूपं गिलतु
रविकुल तिलक कविकुल हृदय
कविकुल तिलक कविकुल हृदय
तामस वासन मपनय त्वरया
तामस वासनमपनय त्वरया
मोहद मोहित मुग्ध मनोमयि
मोहद मोहित मुग्ध मनोमयि
शोधय संसाराब्धिं तारय
शोधय संसाराब्धिं तारय
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
तन्माया रूपं गिलतु
तन्माया रूपं गिलतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
राजवर श्री प्रियकर
राजवर प्रवर श्री प्रियकर
राजसवासित कर्म समुद्धर
राजसवासित कर्म समुद्धर
रागजलोभं द्वेषज क्रोधं
रागजलोभं द्वेषज क्रोधं
दाहय दुष्फलमाबीजम्
दाहय दुष्फलमाबीजम्
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
तन्माया रूपं गिलतु
तन्माया रूपं गिलतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
सज्जन सत्वर साधित सदया
सज्जन सत्वर साधित सदया
सत्वगुणं परिणामय कृपया
सत्त्वगुणं परिणामय कृपया
श्रावित ब्रह्मणि ज्ञानं प्रापय
श्रावित ब्रह्मणि ज्ञानं प्रापय
निर्गुण सच्चिदानन्दं दापय
निर्गुण सच्चिदानन्दं दापय
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
तन्माया रूपं गिलतु
तन्माया रूपं गिलतु
निर्मायं सद्रूपं धरतु
निर्मायं सद्रूपं धरतु
निरतिशयं मे मोक्षं भवतु
निरतिशयं मे मोक्षं भवतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
श्रीरामं चित्तं भजतु
What a scintillating bhajan rendered by the one who is light himself, Ganapati Swamiji or Pujya Appaji. You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam on 103.1 FM. Today, as a continuation of last week's program, you heard about some of the documented findings regarding the horoscope of Sri Swamiji.
Venkataramaya, the expert astrologer who had prepared the expansive report on Pujya Appaji's horoscope, had been a professional in this subject for over 20 years. Yet, when Appaji caught him off guard by saying things like he had already selected a girl to get married to, or when Appaji asked if he would ever own a car, Venkataramaya, who had come to Appaji expecting praise for his report, ended up feeling confused and humbled. He even wondered if he was wrong in his assumption that Appaji was an avatara of Shiva Shakti.
Eventually, Venkataramaya gave the report to Appaji and left. The words which Appaji then said to a devotee are words which tell us even more than the horoscope report did. Appaji, referring to Venkataramaya, said, "Poor man, he works so hard with devotion in preparing the report. But how can anyone possibly write a horoscope for one who has no birth at all?" Who knows as to how and when Swamiji came into this world?
With those words, Puja Appaji entered into a state of samadhi or deep meditation. And with these words, today's episode of Datta Arpanam begins to draw to a close.
Pranams and gratitude are offered at the divine feet of beloved Sadgurudeva, Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji and Sri Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance, and music, this program would not exist.
Pranams to you, Puja Appaji and Sri Swamiji. Kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's episode of Datta Arpanam, and please guide us to avoid such errors in the future.
Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM and to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam: Valini's Drug Mart Limited, Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. And of course, dear listener, an extra special thank you is extended to you for sharing this devotional hour with us.
If you would like to listen to today's program again, check out the Datta Arpanam Facebook page, where by tomorrow night, the YouTube link for today's episode will be shared.
Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in today. You are invited to please tune in to 103.1 FM again next Sunday at 6 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time for another episode of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music, and teachings of His Holiness Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
Jai Guru Datta.
Shri Guru Datta. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु पुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु पुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु भक्तिरस्तु भोगमस्तु भाग्यमस्तु भक्तिरस्तु भोगमस्तु भाग्यमस्तु भक्तकोटिवाञ्छितार्थ पूर्तिरस्तु भक्तकोटिवाञ्छितार्थ पूर्तिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु पुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु पुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु सम्पदस्तु संविदस्तु सत्त्वमस्तु सम्पदस्तु संविदस्तु सत्त्वमस्तु पुत्रपौत्रभूधनादि बुद्धिरस्तु पुत्रपौत्रभूधनादि बुद्धिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु पुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु पुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु स्नेहमास्तु वैरभाव शान्तिरस्तु स्नेहमास्तु सर्वजीव समविशिष्ट दृष्टिरस्तु सर्वजीव समविशिष्ट दृष्टिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु योग्यतास्तु गुरुवराङ्घ्रि भक्तिरस्तु योग्यतास्तु साधु सुजन नित्य संग सिद्धिरस्तु साधु सुजन नित्य संग सिद्धिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु गणदया प्रवृत्तिरस्तु सौम्यतास्तु गणदया प्रवृत्तिरस्तु सौम्यतास्तु गणदया प्रवृत्तिरस्तु सौम्यतास्तु प्रेम भाव पूर्ण चित्त निधिरस्तु प्रेम भाव पूर्ण चित्त निधिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु वृत्तिसन्धि दृष्टिरस्तु विरतिरस्तु वृत्तिसन्धि दृष्टिरस्तु विरतिरस्तु सच्चिदानन्द तत्त्वयोग सिद्धिरस्तु सच्चिदानन्द तत्त्वयोग सिद्धिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु शान्तिरस्तु तुष्टिरस्तु सर्वलोक सर्वकाल शान्तिरस्तु 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 शान्तिरस्तु
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत्